By the time you see this video, the public test branch for Update 14 will have already been released. The full release is coming on the 24th. The PTB is for testing, catching bugs, and getting player feedback on features. Not all the animals will have ontogeny, and it'll be missing other things too, such as sounds, animations, and skins. Don't expect a flawless experience. This is not for building your masterpiece park. Use this to test things out and see if they work. I recommend starting a new map to test PTB content. The real release is on the 24th, so if you don't want to deal with a game full of bugs and missing features, you should wait. The devs will be spending these days finishing features and ironing out bugs. Our job is to find bugs and report them. One of the first changes is the thumbnail. You can now see the skin color, growth stage, sexual dimorphism, and more just by looking at the thumbnail. You can see color mutations in the Hatchery thumbnail before releasing them into your park. Let's look at some babies. First, we have Spinosaurus. Babies lack the nasal crest and sail. I was thinking about whether baby Spinosaurus should have a sail when I was writing my thoughts on the last dev diary, and after some thinking, it makes sense. Younger animals possess primitive traits. The sail is a more advanced specialized trait, so young Spinosaurus aren't going to have them. The babies are more agile and walk with their tails raised, unlike the tail-dragging adults. Here is a young Camarasaurus. I just remembered that one of the best preserved dinosaur skeleton was a young Camarasaurus skeleton. That juvenile skeleton had a shorter neck, just like the young Camarasaurus in the game. This design choice is based on fossil evidence. According to this, they want to create a baby Ankylosaurus sculpt that has no wrinkles and smooth osteoderms. I'm not sure if it's coming out with the official Update 14 release or not, it just says in the future. The baby Plateosaurus looks similar to the adults but with bigger head and eyes. We have sauropodomorph embryo fossils to base this on. The Cynotherium is based on modern baby rhinos. This shouldn't surprise anyone. Update 14 will include an extra surprise. Herding is coming. We all thought this was coming in a future update, not Update 14. This is why I'm always showering the devs with love and praise and telling people to support them. They are working on a very low budget on a passion project with a tiny team, and they are over-delivering on their promises. The adolescents or older animals will join a herd, and the game will randomly pick a leader. If the leader decides to drink at the pond, the rest of the herd follows. How tightly knit a herd is also depends on the type of animal. A herd of Dryosaurus will be tightly knit, while a pair of Tyrannosaurus will be more independent. I wonder if pack hunting will be a thing once combat is introduced. They've also added a new animal information tab. You can keep track of who's in the herd and who's the leader of the herd. For babies, instead of following a herd, they'll follow a parent and stick closely until they reach adolescent age and then go off on their own. If babies are unable to find an adult to follow, they'll form their own little clutch and stick together. They'll have a leader just like a herd. But I wonder what happens if there's only one baby and they can't find an adult or form a clutch with other babies. Animal sounds will play an important role in awareness and social interactions. Animals will call to each other, and the other will respond. They'll prioritize socializing with their herd, but will also call to animals outside of their group and even other species. They'll only socialize with other animals within their view, and in the future, they will look at each other when they socialize. They're adding angry and distress calls. This will serve two purposes. Animals will do that when their habitats doesn't meet their needs, and the calls can also be used as angry calls to challenge or threaten other animals in the future. After ontogeny, animal behaviors will be the most exciting update to the game. They also released another trailer. This one is for showcasing herding and the new trot animation. It's a short trailer, I highly recommend checking it out. What about Update 15? They'll be working on enhancing herds and behaviors. They'll add more animations to go with the new behavior. There will be social hierarchy and threat displays. That's all they're going to say for now. I'm very excited about what they could potentially add to make the animals seem more alive. I wonder what other behaviors they'll be adding. It would be cool if animal behavior factored into zoo management. For example, animals are more aggressive if they feel like their babies are threatened. Imagine a low star keeper goes in to refill the feeder but accidentally angers a protective mother. There's a chance of them getting attacked and injured. So you wouldn't want a rookie in a more dangerous animal habitat, for example. Now for a sneak peek at a new species. Or should I say old species. This is Gallimimus. If you've played the early demos, you'll remember that Gallimimus is one of the first dinosaurs in the game. Great to see it finally return. Just look at these two pictures and see how far this game has come. Now guys, where is Stegosaurus? Next, we have more Paleobotany arriving in Update 15. Fun fact, when I was writing this, I had a dream the night before that Paleobotany was in the PTB and was ecstatic about the new plants. I like gardening, okay? First, the scrubland plants. I know people wanted Araucaria as a modern plant, but we have the next best thing, a relative of the modern Araucaria. I don't know much about this next tree, but I swear the devs are teasing us. All that's missing is a Stegosaurus hiding amongst the cycads. Trust me, I looked. There is no Stegosaurus in the picture. Are you guys trying to tell us something about Update 15? Then we have wetland plants. I can't say I know much about these either, but then I was like, wait, Nelumbo? That looks like lotus. I did some quick googling and what do you know, lotus has been around since the early Cretaceous. I assume this is an extinct species. All these water plants are going to add so much to my water features and lakes. Here is the giant horsetail. They are much bigger than the modern ones that are already in the game. Giant horsetails were a common staple in a lot of older paleo art. The last plant is a fern that resembles a palm tree. We end with a tease for Update 16. This terrarium animal is Simosuchus. Will Simosuchus do aggressive butt shaking to scare off threats? Only time will tell. That's it for this month's Dev Diaries. Please help support this project on Patreon if you have extra cash. The link is in the description box. If you can't do monthly donations, consider buying the art book or soundtrack, or maybe even buying some merch in the future. Any amount will help out the devs. Until next time, this is the Illiterate Scholar signing off.